So, you're about to start the academy, but maybe you're not in the best of shape. What do you have to do to prepare for PT in the police academy? Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 2 of Passing the Academy series, Physical Conditioning. I have people message me all the time asking how they should get in shape for the police academy. What do I need to be doing? How far should I be running? So I'm going to help you guys answer those questions in this episode. Some people might think it's common sense, but let's face it, working out is not everybody's cup of tea, and some people just downright hate it. Hey, to each their own. I am not here to pass judgment on anyone. And I see a lot of cops that are on social media that are in incredible shape, and they say things like, no excuses, or stop being lazy. And while I do agree that you need to be in decent shape as a cop, it's very obvious that some of these guys spend more time at the gym than they do with their wives or girlfriend. Like, listen, Ronnie Coleman, I don't eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff like you do. Chill out. But with that being said, I also have to lean over on the other side of the fence and say, there are a lot of cops that are on the road that should not be in the shape that they are in. Like, dude, you're about 1 foot chase and 1 McDouble away from a heart attack. And I don't want that as my backup, because when stuff hits the fan, that person is going to be exhausted, gassed, and probably give up before the fight even really begins. So my takeaway from this is, don't just prepare for PT for the academy. Take advantage of what the academy is going to offer you and extend it throughout your entire career. And I'm not saying that you have to go for a 3-mile run every single day for the rest of your life. Maybe you can find something you actually enjoy doing that is good cardio, such as tennis. But to address the topic at hand, most of your PT is probably going to be in the morning times before class. If you guys remember in the last video, I said most of your academy stay is going to be academic. However, that doesn't account for the PT that you're going to be doing before class. My first day at the academy was a 2-mile run, and then for the entire rest of the academy, it was 3 miles a day. Now, mind you, I got shin splints the second week of the academy, and I had to push through them for the entire rest of it until graduation. So before attending the academy, make sure you have good running shoes if they are not already provided to you by the academy. Most PT sessions are going to stop at about 1 mile in, and the instructor is going to stop everybody and make them start doing push-ups, sit-ups, maybe some burpees, things like that. Then it's back to good old running again. It's going to be like this for the entirety of the academy, so get used to it. After your morning PT, you're given a very short amount of time to get dressed into your academy clothes and be on time for class. The key here is that you want to start preparing for PT long before the academy starts. Do not depend on the academy to get you in shape. If you wait until the last second, or you don't work out at all and you are assuming that the academy is going to get you in shape, you're going to have a bad time. Another thing that does by you not being prepared is now all of the instructors are watching you. All their attention is on you because you're always last in line and out of breath, and that's not good. So unless you want to be completely gassed and have 4 guys that are a foot taller than you screaming in your ear, yeah, just don't be that guy. You know, the one that everyone has to wait for because you can only go as fast as your slowest person. And depending on which academy you go to, some academies allow their students to go off base or off center, off campus, whatever you want to call it, to get food for lunch. Please stay away from fast food. Although it's very tempting at lunchtime, especially after a good morning PT session, dietary decisions are going to have a huge impact on how fast or how slowly you get into shape. And trust me, if anybody understands, it is me, because food is my weakness. The best thing to do is set a cheat day that you can look forward to at the end of every week, maybe a Sunday. Get that McDouble. Get those McNuggets. Otherwise, you want to make sure you're eating things like proteins, good fats, and lots of vegetables. And for those of you that are not big veggie fanatics, try to keep something in mind that I have heard has helped a lot of people. While you're eating in the academy, don't think of food as a luxury or a pleasure. Think of it as a necessity. Think of it as, I'm only eating because my body needs this as fuel. Get out of this mindset that everything needs to be delicious. The more you try to train your brain to think that you're only eating for the fuel, it might make things a little bit easier to push through. I know it might be a weird concept for those of you that have never thought like that about food, but I feel like if you think about it from that perspective, it kind of gives you a new outlook on it. But if you keep it in mind, it makes getting those veggies down a lot easier. I'm lucky because I grew up eating all sorts of vegetables, so I have never had a problem with veggies. The only one I don't really care for is iceberg lettuce, because it's basically just green water. But man, some arugula with spinach and tomatoes and onions, And diet is often overlooked in the academy. A lot of people go to fast food restaurants after they just ran 3 miles and they stuff their face full of Taco Bell. It kind of defeats the purpose. But try to resist. Try to remember what you're there for. Try to set that cheat day. And if you're having a problem with your weight, that will drop it off quick. Looking at the long term often helps you through the present. And before you know it, you're gonna be like, whoa, like it's been 3 months and I've actually stuck to this and I feel great. I wake up with energy. I'm ready to run, my endurance is going up. But even if you don't have faith in yourself, I have faith in you. I know that you guys can do it. So to prepare for the academy, start running now. That is going to help you more than any other exercise. You don't need to start out doing 3 miles. You're gonna burn yourself out and you're gonna get frustrated. Start with a quarter mile every day for a couple of weeks. After that 2 weeks, maybe bump it up to half a mile and keep incrementing like that until you get to the point where you can just run nonstop for 3 miles. Then maybe focus on your times. If your academy is starting soon and you don't have that time to prepare, just break that into smaller increments. I would say in order to pass most academy classes, being able to run 3 miles in about 22 to 25 minutes is really good. You're gonna pass. The instructors won't be on your behind. It's just one less thing to worry about. And push-ups, start doing those too. Get to the point where you can do about 50 push-ups per minute. I'm not saying that's a requirement. I don't know what most academies require as far as push-ups go. I think most of them are somewhere in the 30s. But if you can do 50 push-ups in 60 seconds, you're probably good in 95% of academies. And the same goes with sit-ups. But the best way to find out, honestly, is going to the academy's website and seeing what the prerequisites are. Set your goal above what their requirements are, and once you nail that, you know you're good. Running requirement is 3 miles in 25 minutes, do it in 22. Requirement is 34 push-ups in a minute, do 50. And a good reason to be in good shape is a lot of the people that you're going to be encountering on the street are in good shape. And your physical fitness could mean the difference between life and death for you. Remember that. Not just you, but your partners, the citizens you're protecting. But there is another benefit to being in shape that I have not heard a lot of cops talk about on social media, and I have seen it throughout my entire over 14-year career. The benefit is your own safety. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by your own safety is whenever you respond to a call and you're coming up against somebody that might be violent or have some sort of criminal history, the first thing they're gonna do as soon as you step out of that car, they're gonna size you up. Watch their eyes. They're going to be looking you up and down. And it's a subconscious thing. They don't even know they're doing it. Because mentally, they're trying to figure out if they run or if they fight you, are they going to win? And when that one cop shows up looking sharp, in good shape, his uniform's put together, they're much less likely to run or fight. And at the end of the day, that's what you want, right? You want compliance, not a fight. Don't be afraid to throw hands if it comes down to that. But if you can avoid it, that is always the better option in law enforcement. So there's more than just one benefit to being in shape going into the academy. It could mean the difference in whether you go home or not. Anyway guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. This is episode 2 of Pass the Academy class. If you guys have any ideas for videos that you want to see as a part of this series, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I already have a couple more ideas. I'm going to try to get those out here in the next couple weeks for episode 3. Not quite sure what it's going to be yet, but either way, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys very, very soon.